There is only one you. Act like it. Why are you acting like there's more than one you? This is your world. You should live in it. Don't make the other people the main characters. You live for yourself. Hi guys, my name is Alex and today I'm making my first YouTube video. I never thought this day would come, to be honest, but I'm putting myself out there and I want to do this. I want a big self-improvement journey and I can't wait to share it with you guys. I want to help people become their most authentic self and the person they want to be, because they can. You can. I think we should all learn how to enjoy our lives and just be happy, or just make everyone's life easier. But yeah, let's get into the video. None of us are actually realizing most of the time we feel the same feelings. I know everyone actually speaks about the negative emotions that they're feeling. No one's actually speaking how they could get over them emotions in the most healthiest way. No one really speaks about how we're all struggling in our own way and none of us speak to each other. And it's hard. This life is way harder when you do it alone. But then again, only you got you. We'll have some days where we don't want to do certain things. We genuinely do not feel like it from the inside. We don't feel like we're doing enough. We don't feel like we push each other to the limits that we should push each other to. Sometimes we feel like we have no purpose, but that's genuinely not the case. We have so much potential within us and we don't see it because we're so blinded from like social media and all the little stereotypes that people have fed into our heads and all the little things that we just shouldn't listen to, because I want you to understand that nobody knows the way you're living. We shouldn't compare ourselves to people. We tend to do that quite often. I've stopped because it's so much better. Life has been so great since I stopped paying attention to what other people look like and what I don't look like. Like, I am beautiful the way I am, and I genuinely believe it. Before, it was hard for me to believe it because there was so much comparison. I don't feel the need to change anything within me, because I even feel like if I change it, then I'll feel bad. I would want to reverse it. God gave me this body and how am I not cherishing it? I feel amazing. Life is so beautiful and people like genuinely do not see that. It's so simple. You just need to be so grateful because you are alive and you should just genuinely love yourself the way you are. We live in this beautiful world, and you know, if you want to move abroad, move abroad. What's stopping you? What type of person do you want to be? Question yourself, because you don't ask yourself that many questions. You're so consumed with work and with social media and watching series and movies. Take some time and pay attention to yourself. What does your body need? You have to eat healthy. You have to feel good to live good. You have to exercise, move your body. You're going to get so much better if you move your body. I need you to realize this. There is only one you. Act like it. This is your world. You should live in it. Don't make the other people the main characters. You live for yourself. Okay, so don't focus on whoever said what and who is telling you to do certain things that you don't want to do, who's manipulating you into thinking you're not good enough. Why do you even believe that? You need to actually appreciate what life gives you. It's your perception that matters, genuinely, because if you think that life is not beautiful and life is something negative, you're going to make it your reality, and you don't want that. Trust me. You should be so proud of yourself, because even you watching this video means that you want to improve, you want to get better, you know your potential. It shows that you're not just trying to binge watch movies or look at social media or just compare yourself to other people. It shows that you want to improve, and I'm so happy for you. This is your new chapter. Feel excited about it, feel amazing, because you're going to get better. Take care of yourself, eat healthy foods, exercise, go and do an extra activity, go play basketball if you want, go do whatever your heart desires. Give yourself little side tasks to improve yourself. Read a book, just like me, read a book, because why not? It makes a big difference. Take care of your appearance. What makes you happy? You gotta ask yourself that question, because let's be real with ourselves. If you don't ask yourself that question, who's gonna do it for you? Who's gonna make you happy? You're going to always rely on people to make you happy. The person is either going to leave or they're going to just get put off, because who wants a person that's literally relying on them for happiness? You're dependent on that person for happiness. That's not okay. Why are you letting somebody else take your position and rule your life? You should be happy, you should feel confident, you should feel beautiful, you should feel on top of the world all the time, because you deserve it. And this is my movie, for example. I feel amazing, I feel beautiful, I feel confident. Not all the time, I still have things to go through, I still have lessons to learn. However, I've been trying to work on myself and I feel so much better, because now I feel like I've got purpose in my life. I've got to take care of myself. Got to look forward to something, you know. Even waking up to go to the gym. And when I tell you everyone else lives in your world, don't be going around and don't be rude and don't be malicious towards people. That's not what I'm saying. That is the opposite even of what I'm saying. Just because you love yourself so much, you should not put out negativity into the world. Why do you need to go out and just spread rumors about people or gossip? That's one thing that you should not be doing. You should focus on your life only. Why do you care what other people do? Why are you in their business? Be in your business. Fall in love with the process of actually living in a moment. You don't need to be spreading rumors about people. That's not kind, that's not nice. You can do all of those things. Be confident, be happy, be powerful, and you can still be a great person. What's stopping you from being kind to people? Because not everyone is very kind and everyone lives in their own bubble and they don't like to be disturbed and everything. Okay, cool, but maybe on your way home you see a beautiful girl or she smells nice. Just compliment her. What's stopping you? Why can't you smile at someone on the way home? Be kind. Giving a genuine compliment to someone would literally change their day. It doesn't cost you nothing to be nice. This is your sign to improve every single part of your life. Analyze it, sit down with yourself, write it down. What am I missing? What should I work on? Am I overreactive? Am I getting too angry? Am I getting anxious sometimes? Literally, you have to work with yourself to actually get the best out of this life. Start off little. You need to practice the Kaizen method. It literally means you need to get up every day and just be 1% better. Not more, not less. 1%. That 1% might seem little to you. However, it makes the biggest difference over the time. If you keep on being 1% better every day, you are going to be unstoppable. Even if you start by reading 5 pages a day from a new book, or if you want to start a business and you take out 20 minutes of your day, or even 15, as much as you think you can do every day, just take that time and really focus on whatever your heart desires. Try to focus on something that you love to do. Just go on a walk. It will do wonders to your mental health. It will do wonders to you. Another thing, consistency is key. You need to be consistent. You have to focus. When you make that little habit of yours, you have to make it satisfying. Satisfying enough for you to actually do it every day. Since we're humans, we're not perfect, okay? Tomorrow I might wake up in the most horrible mood and I would not want to do the habit that I've chosen to do. For example, mine is my 5 pages, yours could be your business, or even anything, them 20 minutes or 10 minutes of your day, and you genuinely do not feel like doing it. You have to make it satisfying enough and short enough. You have to make it possible to do it every single day and stick to it. Even if you don't feel like it, even if you're unbothered, even if you feel like, oh, let me just delay it until later, do not do it. That's the biggest mistake you could do, genuinely, because procrastinating will lead you to forgetting about it. Clearly it's not that important. When you say to yourself, yeah, I'm gonna do it later, do you do it later? No. Most of the times, let's be real, if you tell yourself that you're gonna do something later, you're not going to do it. Except if it's like self-sabotaging, if it's mindless scrolling on Instagram, or if it's mindless scrolling on TikTok, or anywhere on social media platforms. This you wouldn't prolong. You're going to be relaxing in your bed at 3 a.m. and you wouldn't even be thinking about the time. You'll be scrolling. But when it comes to the most important things, for example, your business, why can't you take up the 20 minutes of your day instead of mindlessly scrolling? Go and do some work for your business. Make your dreams come true. Stop doing this temporary enjoyment and think about the long run. Another problem that we have is we give up too easily. Let's be real now. We give up way too easily. We just should not give up. Do not give up. No matter how hard it is, don't give up, because you will have harder days where it's going to be really hard. But if you don't give up, you're not going to regret it. Regret is the biggest thing that you could feel, genuinely, because it overpowers a lot of your emotions. And if you, for example, go to the gym, would you ever regret it? No. The first steps are the hardest. Then 5 minutes of you deciding if you want to go to the gym or not, you getting up and putting your clothes on. It's not even the gym that's actually that exhausting, it's the fact that you need to go there. Putting your clothes on is the hardest bit. Once you get out of that house, you don't feel the same. You would never regret going to the gym, but then you might regret 2 months down the line. Oh, I didn't focus on my business. Oh, I didn't train as much as I could have trained. That is regret right there. You're going to feel it, and it's going to feel horrible just because you didn't do the little things that you told yourself that you would do. You're letting yourself down. Stop doing those things. Ask yourself, what type of person do I want to be? Because if you really sit down with yourself and write down some notes, the questions would be, how would that person be acting? How would they be talking to themselves? Would they be self-sabotaging themselves? How are they living? Because if you really ask yourself those questions, it will definitely not be what you're doing. Ask yourself, what is that person doing with their life? Are they treating themselves the way you treat yourself? Are they taking care of their body the way you're taking care of yours? Do they exercise? Do they smile in different ways? Is their posture different? Does that person speak to themselves the way you do? Do you tell yourself you love yourself? The person you're seeing is beautiful, is amazing, is at very high standards. So how does that person act? How do they feel about themselves? How do they speak to themselves? Ask yourself these things, because genuinely you're going to see what type of person you really want to be. You have to think so positively about yourself that no matter how you're feeling, that never changes. Whoever's surrounding you really matters, because they affect your life in a very big way. Even if it's a little comment that you can't do it, or a little doubt, it will put in your head and it will imprint it, and you do not need that in your life. Or even if it's your sign to move out because you don't feel like you're reaching your full potential at your home, you genuinely need to sit with yourself and decide if the people around you genuinely deserve to be in your life. I know that might sound harsh, however, not everyone in your life deserves to be there, especially if they're not genuinely loving you and caring for you and putting you out there and believing in you. All those people can do is feed you knowledge that you genuinely do not need, and they'll make you self-sabotage yourself because they do not want to do the same things that you do, and they keep on telling you you cannot do it, it's pointless, and you're going to lose so much money. And I know you might think they care for you, but it's what you want to do. They haven't done it before. They might have been too scared, or they might have not actually wanted to do it truly. Don't self-sabotage yourself. It's not worth it. Do whatever your heart desires. Also, some of these comments could definitely come from people that genuinely, as harsh as this sounds, they genuinely do not want to see you above them. I know. They genuinely don't want to see you thrive. They don't want to see you up there unless they're up there with you. And they're trying to bring you down because they can see the potential in you firing up from inside, and you're stopping yourself because you're listening to them. They haven't done whatever you're willing to do. Do it for yourself, not for anybody else. And even if it fails, okay? Failure should inspire you, it should not defeat you. Failure should teach you a lesson. You fail, you should fall in love with failure. You fail, you go again. Failing is a part of life. It's something that we all do. We fail sometimes, and that's okay. But you can tell you're not good enough for it, okay? And don't self-sabotage yourself because you got this. I know you might be afraid, but don't let fear control you because regret will come in later, okay? And even if you fail, analyze. What did I do wrong? What can I do better next? Do it for yourself, genuinely. You will not regret it. Don't let your lazy mind control your spirit, because deep down you know what your soul desires and you genuinely know what you want to do. The lazy man will say, oh, I can't do this, I don't have enough time, oh, I cannot be bothered, I can do it later. You can't let those thoughts win because you can do it. If that's your long-term goal, you can do it. You can genuinely put your mind to something and you can find time for it. You're never too busy for the things you love. You're never too busy to scroll on the internet, so please, you're never too busy to actually pay some attention to what your heart desires and act on it. Because later on in life, you might regret it. Your lazy mind uses excuses to satisfy its needs, okay? When you think, I can't do this, I don't know, I'm scared, I'm not feeling the way I should be feeling. All these thoughts are your lazy mind trying to justify why you're not doing a certain thing. It's trying to just calm itself down, but no, your soul is screaming inside because that's what you want to do. Why are you stopping yourself from doing the things you want to do? It's not clear to me. Why are you stopping yourself? You have to prioritize what's the most important to you and your goals. You can do it. Genuinely. And anyway, on that note, I'm going to let you think about who you want to become. I'm going to leave that thought with you because it's so important and I would love to hear what you would like to become. If you made it to the end of this video, I thank you so much for making it through it and giving me the time of your day. It means so much to me that you've watched the whole thing. Please, if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. It will mean a lot to me. This is my first video, so I'm just about warming up. If you have any suggestions, what you'd like to hear next, or any topics that you want to discover, let me know. This is just the beginning of everything. I genuinely hope I helped somebody today because that's the whole purpose of this channel. So if I did help anyone, please let me know. If I can help even more, let me know. But yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate you so much. Bye.